What's up, Guardians? Charlie here with another Explaining Destiny video for you. Today we're going to be talking about the inventory page, specifically because this is one of the least explained aspects of the game, at least not so far that I've experienced. Now, your inventory page is broken up into 4 sections. The 4 sections are materials, consumables, bounties, and missions. Now, bounties and missions are pretty self-explanatory. Bounties are things you pick up throughout the game that apply to just general gameplay. Missions are specific missions, obviously. Consumables and materials are a little bit different. Consumables, as the name implies, are items you just use. They generally offer some type of passive buff to your character, like greater glimmer intake or ability to regen some ammo in tight situations. Where the game gets interesting are the materials, and they do a really bad job explaining this. Now, the materials break down to 2 sections, essentially. Ones you gather out in the world, and ones that are rewards or gleaned from destroying gear. The ones you gather out in the world are helium filaments from the moon, spin metal from Earth, spirit bloom from Venus, and relic iron from Mars. Now, each one of these is picked up on a specific planet, as I just mentioned, and you gather them in the general areas. They're items you pick up on the ground, and they're not inherently apparent what you do with them. And after a little investigation and some Googling, I know where to go to find them, and I'm going to show you where that is now.
Just before the collapse. You can tell by the eagles.
So to trade this materials in, you have to go over and find this person over where you deal with the people that sold your ships earlier on in the game are. Now, once you scroll down, you'll see that there's a trade-in system, and you have to have 50 of each to trade them in. You can have 50 of individual ones. It doesn't have to trade all of them in at one time, but you have to actually collect quite a few of these to trade them in at all. Now, I don't have enough. Obviously, I haven't spent the time to find them to trade them in, so I'm not quite sure what they are, but I'm theorizing that there are 4 various types of faction rewards that are for Vanguard points and stuff like that. So, once you rack up enough of these, trade them in, get the points, etc., etc. Now, the other 2 items in the materials section I can talk about are weapon parts. In the case of my Titan, these plate steel pieces. Now, these are used to upgrade armor and weapons, as mentioned in the items video. Obviously, weapons go to weapons, and armor goes to and plated steel goes to armor. What this means is that initially, most low-level stuff you can upgrade with glimmer. For higher-level stuff, it requires glimmer and these items additionally to be upgraded. So that's it for this episode of Explaining Destiny. Hope you learned something. I'll see you on the battlefield.